is so sad. This is terrible. We are surrounded by this. This is all we've known. We see them every day. I'm talking about the men in black, the men in blue, black. I'm talking about the Nigerian police. They move around with guns, and one would think they are there to make sure that lives and properties are kept. But these are criminals who litter our highways, our roads, street corners, extorting money from motorists, from individuals who have nothing to do with them, not criminals. Omobolanle Raheem, who was gruesomely murdered on Christmas Day, December 25th, by a police officer in Nigeria area of Lagos State, did not commit a crime. She was not a thief. She was shot by a police officer. Omobolanle Raheem's mother cried, and she has something to say. A distraught mom. She expressed her grief while speaking with Abiodun Alabi, the Lagos Police Commissioner, during a condolence visit. Let us listen to the sad story that she has to say.
Commissioner, kò easy. Mo ti ń rìn láti kékeré títí. Mo jíṣẹ́, mo jìyà lórí ẹ̀. Mo kiri ọ̀sán dánwò, kò sí nǹkan tí mo ṣe tọ́mọ mi fi di lọ́ọ̀yà. Àsìkò tó wá jẹ́ dùnú fún mi. Wọ́n ní ẹ̀mọ́ mi lọ. Ẹ má rò ó tògbòtògbò. Ẹ má rò ó ẹ fílẹ̀ fọlọ́. Ó Ọlọ́run ẹ fi sílẹ̀ jà fún mi. Ẹ fi sílẹ̀ fọlọ́. Ọlọ́run jà fún mi. Ẹ fi sílẹ̀ fọlọ́. Ẹ má rò ó. Ọmọdún márùn-ún sí ọmọdún mẹ́fà sílẹ̀ fún mi. Lórí child. Kí tẹ́ sọ lọ́wọ́ ní wa? Ọlọ́run nìkan ló máa dùn mí. Àmì Ọlọ́run ló máa dùn mí. Àmì bí gbogbo ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ àbọ̀. Ní ká fi gbogbo ẹ̀ fọlọ́. Ọlọ́run ti fi sílẹ̀ fún ẹbí fún Ọlọ́run.
I cannot see my law again. The people around her called her the law. She was taken away from me. She was pregnant with twins. She died with her glory. She left a 5-year-old daughter behind, and they took her away. This is sad, very terrible. They took away our daughter. This is something that is common. This is something that we've all seen and we all know. Police officer shooting randomly. Police officer trying to scare people with their guns. Now, a report that has been making around on social media is that Omobolanle Raheem, who was murdered by a police officer on her way back from church on Sunday in Nigeria, Lagos State, was shot in her car while her husband was beside her. However, reacting to the incident, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, released a statement via his Twitter handle where he condemned the murder of Omobolanle Raheem. He said, "I share the grief and frustration of Nigerians over the senseless killing of Mrs. Omobolanle Raheem by a police officer on Christmas Day in Lagos, the avoidable tragedy which cost a family a beloved member. Now, our country, diligent legal professional, underscores yet again the crucial importance and urgency of reforming the Nigerian police." You know, back in those days, if your own level is not intact, you cannot get admission into the university or polytechnic or college of education. The next thing you do is to push yourself into the police, where you have senseless, useless criminals masquerading as police officers. This is so sad. Omobolanle has been murdered like scores of many other that have been killed this way. Bola Tinubu went on saying the important institution must live up to its constitutional mandate of protecting the people and keeping the peace. Encounters with law enforcement agents should not result into death or injury or undue harassment for law-abiding citizens. This is unacceptable. While I send my sincere condolence to the Omobolanle's family, I urge the Inspector General of Police and other responsible authorities to ensure speedy justice and demonstrate even greater dedication to the nationwide implementation of measures designed to uphold professionalism within the force. Do you know the excuse that this killer gave? He said that he was only trying to scare Omobolanle, and this is why he opened fire. Now, millions of Nigerians are angry about this cold-blooded murder of a lawyer, Mrs. Omobolanle Raheem, who was shot dead by Assistant Superintendent of Police, ASP. You know, one will say, as you've gotten to that post, Assistant Superintendent of Police, you'll be smarter and be wiser. His name is Drambi Vandi. Drambi Vandi. On Christmas Day in Lagos, well, Babajide Sanwo-Olu and IGP Usman Baba Alkali, they have vowed, they say that they are going to ensure justice is done. Let me just tell you 8 things about Bolanle. She was a member of the RCCG. She was a Sunday school teacher with the Olive Tree, Banana Island, Ikoyi branch of the church. Graduate of OOU, Olabisi Onabanjo University, Agowoye. She recently moved from litigation practice to property law. They say she's a philanthropist, CEO of Croston Homes, co-founder, City Building Real Estate. And after years of waiting, she finally was carrying a baby, and they decided to take her life. She was shot. There is a lot happening. It is deep. Why did he shoot at her? You know the story. It's very simple. It's not something that we want to start digging into why. He simply asked for money. They did not stop. They did not give money to him. He cocked his gun and he shot. This has always been with us. This has always been the story that we know. There is no investigation on this matter. Many of these police are wicked, evil, bloodsuckers. Some of them have mental problems. He shot at her because she refused to give money. This is all they do. Madam, give us something. I no get. And the next thing you want to do is to move, to drive on. Because you know you've not committed a crime or any crime at all. You know your license and area of your things are intact. There is no reason that this criminal should stop you. But he's stopping you. This same thing happens at the airport. Immigration, customs, and what have you. They will stop you. They try to harass you. They try to speak in a harsh voice. And the next thing is, Oga, what do you get? What do you bring? If you are stupid and you are not smart and you are not wise enough, you are ignorant, they'll ask you how much you have with you, how much you have in your pocket. And the next thing they want to do is to dip their hands into it. You should not allow this to happen. No police officer should dig his hands into your pocket, customs, immigration, or any of them. You cannot allow them to put their hands into your pocket. If you have to bring out anything out of your pocket, do it yourself. They can only pat you if there is someone else there. You will need someone else there to be there. Although that does not mean they cannot be two criminals together. But I'm just saying that this same extortion is something that is common. It is done all over Nigeria. In fact, when you land in Nigeria, if you don't know where you are, the only thing that will make you know where you are is the extortion at the airport, or God, what you bring. Anything for your boys. And the same thing happened to this lady. She was being asked for money. We are talking about checkpoint, so-called checkpoint. And you stop. Madam, what do you bring? Madam, this or that. Or anything, could be just anything. Why did he shoot at her? Did the police see her as someone armed with weapon or something? Or she just moved on like, I'm a lawyer. I know my right. You shouldn't be stopping. You shouldn't be this. You shouldn't be that. Why will you be? And the next thing he did was to cock his gun and waste her. He cocked his gun and wasted her. Like, you, I will kill you, nothing will happen. Because he has killed a lot of innocent people. There are a lot of people in prison, in their cells, that have not committed any crime, that he has shot and nothing has happened. So he believes that he has a right to do whatever it is. Power has been given unto him to kill, to steal, and to destroy. What so sad, so sad, so sad. Another light has been, taken away. Tragedy.